It's awesome seeing that stuff. The weather's good, the sun's nice, the nature looks so good, the architecture of these buildings is so nice. It's a good day. It's got to be a good day. I've got some good work. I'm happy. I'm healthy. All of my family's healthy. Mr. Triumph produces these thoughts. But Mr. Defeat comes into work and produces the thoughts that says, this is a shit day. I'm already tired. That prick has done... Oh, why hasn't she messaged me back? She's probably cheated. She's a hoe. Oh, that guy's a dickhead. They look weird. That guy's fat. Mr. Triumph and Mr. Defeat, right here, right now, which thoughts would you rather have generated in your brain? Because the truth is, we actually know for a fact that happy people are more successful. Happy people make more money. So it's like, one, they get to be happier, which is nice. And two, they also make more money. So it's like, okay, fuck it. Like, we don't want to be some depressed, sad piece of shit, do we? We don't want to be this guy who's overthinking and feeling negative and hostile and aggressive towards people. We'd rather be the guy who actually thinks positive about people. And so we need to give Mr. Triumph more work. And the way we do this is to simply just even like cue our brain to call him into work more often. Now that you know this analogy, you could literally say to your brain in like a goofy way, Mr. Triumph, what do you think about this? And Mr. Triumph will only produce positive, loving thoughts. So you're going through a problem right now. There's some bullshit happening in your work. You're struggling on this question or this moment or this decision. You could literally say to yourself, okay, what would Mr. Triumph tell me? Mr. Triumph, what do you think about this? And he'll say, oh, well, it's probably just a misunderstanding. They probably didn't mean to like trigger you in that way. Maybe you're just a little bit emotional. How about you hop on a call with them and just tell them how you feel, and I'm sure that they'll make it up to you. Now that would be nice, but most of us don't realize that Mr. Defeat is actually running our brain right now, automatically. And so when we go through some obstacle and, you know, there's some message from someone that we don't like, Mr. Defeat's already there saying, yeah, they're this, here's some emotion for you. You know, you should act emotional as if that was ever good for you. And they've done this. And I bet they're going to do this in the future. And I bet they're thinking this about you right now. And I bet the other person is involved in being a bad person to you too. And suddenly, without any actual, real, logical, rational information, you've got so emotional because you became so negative in your mind. So why don't we give more work to Mr. Defeat? Why don't we tell Mr. Defeat, come in for overtime. I'll pay you for overtime. Come in and work around the clock and keep producing these thoughts of triumph. Sorry, why don't we tell Mr. Triumph to come in and tell him to work overtime? Tell him, yeah, Mr. Triumph, come in and fire Mr. Defeat. We don't want him. He's never served us well. Mr. Triumph is still going to tell us, come on, let's put in some work. He's still going to tell us not to get complacent, of course. But he's going to tell us to do it in a way of love. And so he's going to make us more respectful. Because being a disrespectful man it's a sin. It's a horrible look. Being the kind of guy who doesn't say thank you, being the kind of guy who doesn't even say sorry, like that's what gets you this term of this like red pill alpha male of these guys who say like, oh, well, I'll never apologize to a woman. I never make mistakes. And I'm just thinking, bro, you're telling me you never bang your little toe on the side of the bed? You're telling me you've never dropped anything? Because that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Oh, but I'm not sorry. Like, we don't need to be some weird assholes for this. You've got to understand the people in your life, like, there's no point in having them unless you're actually going to love them and be kind and respectful towards them. This isn't some fucking power play with your family members, with your sister or your brother or something. So, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've lived life like that. And I'm not saying to just be a pussy then. But I'm saying that best case scenario is you get to the point where you actualize a lot of like the alpha male stuff and you realize that the best alpha males, like the top tier men, they're all still gentlemen. They're all still extremely polite. There's guys out there who could genuinely kill you with their hands and they still say thank you to the waitresses. There's men out there who have made more money in the last year than your entire bloodline has for 100,000 years. And they still say please when they order something. So if they can do it, we can do it.